Hi friends, it's Cheryl, the Wandering House Sitter, Cheryl from the Lifestyle Digs, and I'm here to give you my January roundup. And yes, I know today is February 1st, but I totally forgot to do my monthly roundup yesterday on January 31st, and that's because I'm in such a wonderful, beautiful place, the Galapagos Islands. That's where I've just landed landed a couple of days ago. Now, let me just go back to this fellow here and see there's a sea lion. And I don't want to get between him and the sea if he decides he's done snoozing. So I'm just going to turn back this way so you get the ocean view. And I can see the sea lion if he starts moving, and I can run to a safer place. We're not supposed to be within 2 meters, 6 feet of any wildlife here in the Galapagos Islands. So January, let's get back to my month in January. And no, I did not do any house sitting. I am traveling in South America right now. I began the month in Cusco, Peru. So I had already visited Machu Picchu and done a lot of the other touristy things in December. So I was just winding up my month. On January 5th, I flew to Trujillo in northern Peru. And from there, I took the short distance to Huanchaco. Huanchaco is a small fishing village that is also known for surfing. And yes, I did do a little surfing while I was there. And sadly to say, I'm not as good a surfer as I was when I was a teenager. But I still really enjoyed my time on the beach. It was partly to scope out the area. I've heard that Huanchaco is a good choice for expats. And from what I saw, I would agree. Due to the proximity of the airport, Trujillo, and also Trujillo is a larger town. It's got a shopping mall. It's got where the banks are. There's more restaurants there, colonial buildings, that type of thing. Huanchaco has mostly ceviche restaurants and a couple of pizza stops. There was one vegetarian restaurant that I was able to get to, but for the most part, I would go into Trujillo. There was a vegetarian restaurant there that I liked. Not that the food was all that great, but it was healthy, it was vegetarian, and it was cheap. It was 11 soles, and that included soup or a salad to start, and then your main dish. There was usually a choice of 4 or 5 dishes, and it also came with a tea. 11 soles for all of that, about $3 maybe, $4. So good cheap meal. At the end of January 26th, I flew back to Lima. I was in Lima for 2 nights, and then I flew to Guayaquil, Ecuador. That is the largest town in Ecuador. It is also the most dangerous town in Ecuador. So really, why would I want to go there other than it's the jumping off spot for the Galapagos Islands? Yes, I came to a place that I thought might be slightly quieter today with less people around talking and less street traffic, but we do get a little bit of wave action here. And fortunately, that sea lion has not moved, so just making sure none sneak up from me behind. There's just a little beach down here. Yesterday there were some fishing boats here, but right now the tide is out, so the fishing boats will be landing on a bunch of rocks if they came here. Okay, so the Galapagos Islands, this is just my dream come true to be here. I've been here 2 nights now. Yesterday I went to the Charles Darwin Research Center, and in the afternoon I went swimming at Las Grietas. Las Grietas is a crevasse about 20 feet wide and about 300 feet long. The water is cool and refreshing, and yes, I swam one end to the other. You get there with a guide. You have to, when you take a water taxi to begin with from Puerto Ayora to the other side of of the marina, and from there it's about a 20-minute walk to where you would catch a guide, and costs $10, but you can only go in with a guide. A lot of these protected areas in the Galapagos, you must have a guide to go with you, such as yesterday when I went to the Charles Darwin Center. It's free to go in and walk around the center, and there's a museum there, also free. But if you wanted to get into the breeding center, you have to have a guide accompany you. So I was able to see some young turtles and some big tortoises. They're land tortoises that they have as part of their breeding program there. They pick up eggs and are young tortoises from other islands in the Galapagos. They bring them here, the eggs hatch, and then when they're about 5 or 6 years old, they're released back to the island from where they came from. So that was quite interesting to see. So I will be here on Santa Cruz Island for a few more days, and then I'll be going to other islands on the Galapagos. For example, tomorrow I will be visiting Floriana Island. So that is something that you might want to look up, the mysterious past of Floriana Island. And yes, it's one of the inhabited islands in the Galapagos. About 200 people live there. So I am looking forward to tomorrow's journey. So if you want to keep up with where I am, I do post shorts up on YouTube. And that's the best place to keep in touch with what I'm doing and where I'm seeing. Does everybody want to see that sea lion one more time? Yeah. Looks like he might be waking up, so it might be time to end this and get going. So this is Cheryl from the Lifestyle Digs. Yeah, he's moving around. This is Cheryl, the Wandering House Sitter. Bye for now.